of a personal experience with you. I recently had an accident with my neck. About a few weeks ago, I was holidaying in Dubai and we decided to go for a desert safari. I mean, there were different activities we could have had, but we opted for those quad bikes that you drive on the very steep and very dry Dubai sand. I was driving one of those quad bikes and we were in a convoy of about 6 cars, and suddenly in the middle of the desert, the bike that was in front of me, which is the one my husband was driving, lost its power. And so we all had to stop and wait for a new quad bike to be brought to us before we carried on with our journey. I want you to understand that when something is going to happen, you can't avoid it. So we parked and waited, and then we tried to make the most of the situation. So I then decided, the thought occurred to me, to race one of our friends that was with us in the desert. Big mistake. As I started running, my leg got stuck in the sand. And all of a sudden, I fell flat on my face. And when my face hit the ground, it literally snapped my neck. I could hear it. It's something you call a whiplash. Something moved around my neck. Now, let's just recap. If I wasn't in Dubai, I wouldn't have gone on a desert safari. If I didn't go on the desert safari, I wouldn't have had to ride in a quad bike. If the bike in front of me didn't lose its power, we wouldn't have been forced to stop. And if we didn't stop, then we won't be waiting aimlessly in the desert. And if we weren't waiting aimlessly in the desert, the thought would not have occurred to me to even entertain myself by racing a friend. And if I didn't race that friend of mine, my legs won't get stuck in the sand. And if my leg didn't get stuck in the sand, I wouldn't have fallen flat on my face. If I didn't fall flat on my face, I wouldn't have snapped my neck and had a whiplash. If I didn't have that whiplash, I would not have had the huge amount of pain that I felt. And I wouldn't know the value of being pain-free. I really want you to reason with me. What forces led to providing me with this experience? Is it a coincidence? Are there forces that guide our lives and our experiences? In a million years, I would not have been in the desert, stuck there, waiting for a quad bike to come. So what role do we play in the outcome of these experiences? If I was sitting in my house quietly, would I still hurt my neck? Sometimes experiences prompt us to think instead of to just moan about the pain that we're feeling, because the pain will eventually subside. I enjoyed my pain, in fact, believe it or not, because I was focused on all the intricacies, all the circumstances that have led to it. And I was in awe. I was like, wow, this will probably never happen in my lifetime again. The irony is that those guys who are in charge of the safari, they don't even let people stop in the desert with those bikes, with those quad bikes. You have to ride it until you get back to their base. But when the forces say stop, we had to. When he says, today your neck will hear it. My neck did hear it. We redeem so many karmas with one singular experience. And it helps us if we're not moaning and considering ourselves the victim. I've learned to be grateful for whatever comes my way, even pain. Because I don't know when it's an opportunity for me to redeem something that I really must redeem. So I joyfully welcome it. Many people are afraid for life to unfold before them because they want to avoid any pain and suffering. They want to avoid life. But isn't it obvious that whether you're hiding on top of a tree or you're stuck somewhere in a cave or under a rock, only one small wind from the forces of nature and your tree will fall and your cave will be blown away and your rock will overturn and you will be exposed. Instead, why not live life confident that whatever will be, will be? Nothing to be afraid of, because what will hit you won't miss you. That's what they say. And what will miss you won't hit you. That's called total submission to the will of the Most High. I often say, I am ready. I'm ready to receive my share of whatever I carved out for myself. Because if you sow seeds of love, be ready to reap the harvest of unconditional love. And if you sow seeds of pain, your neck will hear it. And you would have deserved it. You'll be happy to know that my neck is fully healed, but the life lesson continues. I was very lucky because I was told I would need neck braces. But again, nature came to my aid with a simple herb that has helped me. And within days, I was feeling much better with that neck. And all the swelling had gone down. So again, an opportunity for me to be grateful to the nature beings for always coming to my aid whenever I need them. Until next time, take good care of yourself and each other. Bye for now.